guiding you across the ins and outs of strata living.
It's appropriate for the strata community to determine when to get legal advice, expert advice.
Helping you untangle the intricacies entailed in strata living.
Is this issue relating to the resident misbehavior? Is it a phone call first that should be done?
You're tuned in to Strata Life Podcast by Rochelle Castro, the place where you should learn all matters strata.
Welcome back to Strata Life Podcast. Today, I want to cover with you what are an owner's rights when it comes to water damages. When it comes to water damages, the key thing that needs to be determined is where is the water coming from? It sounds like a simple question, but it becomes complex when you involve experts, and they will explain to you that there are different ways to test where the water is coming from. And it's not a simple test either. And it could be coming from multiple properties. It could be coming partly from common property. It could be coming partly from private property. There are also different ways that water leak is tested. There are the dye test. There's also the water thermal test. There's also the methods of observing where the mold is coming from, mold tests that are also conducted. These are just some of the many types of tests that could be carried out. And the first thing they do is ask the question, they meaning the expert that you will hire, to determine where is the leak coming from. These types of reports are not straightforward, but that's actually the purpose of a report. Once that's been identified, if it's from private property, the owner's rights is to make a claim against the owner of that private property. If the leak is coming from and or common property, an owner may have a claim against the owner's corporation, but it would not be sufficient where it is you, the layperson, who would be identifying where the leak is coming from. Even if you were an expert, I would suggest in an area related, it is in the best interest that you get a report that is independent from an expert who can identify and confirm in writing through a report where the leak or leaks are coming from. That's one. Where's the leak coming from? Number two is, what are the resultant damage that come from the water leak? So it needs to be identified through a report what has been damaged within your property because of this water leak. And these are the two key things that you could claim: rectification of the water leak, so that there is a permanent rectification to stop the water ingress, is the technical term. And two, compel, whether it is a lot owner of a private property or the strata community of common property, compel them to rectify the resultant damage. These are the rights of an owner when it comes to water damages. If you like the content of the Strata Life podcast, please like and share with your friends, colleagues in your Strata community, so that they can also enjoy the education and better enjoy and appreciate living in a Strata community. My name is Rochelle Castro. See you next time here in Strata Life Podcast.